Hello, friends. The time has finally come. Ipswich Town are about to start their new League One season, and we're about to talk about it in Boot Room. I am Mark Heath. With me this week is Andy Warren to break down Town's first League One game of the season against Morecambe. The Shrimps come to Portman Road tomorrow for the start of what we hope is going to be a very special season indeed. Andy, good to have you with me. What are you mostly looking forward to? What's the main talking point? I know there's a lot of them going into this first game of the season for Ipswich Town.
There are a lot of talking points, but it's all about the occasion for me. Every opening day is really exciting, but this is an opening day like one that we've never experienced before. It's a great homecoming, 20,000 strong crowd for a game against Morecambe. It's just going to be a stadium full of people who couldn't be happier to be back doing something that's been taken away from them for 18 months. So it's all about that occasion for me. The noise is going to be deafening. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the most we've had so far since all of COVID and stuff, since all that kicked off, has been 6,000 roughly, hasn't it, for Crystal Palace? So 20,000 tomorrow is going to sound incredible. The first time there's been that many fans inside the stadium, I think, since February last year, 2020. So a very special day indeed is in store. Who do you think are going to be the starting 11, Andy, for the first game of this very new era?
You know what? There's obviously been so much recruitment and so much change here at Ipswich, but I think we're going into this game with that 11 pretty much picking itself, which I don't think is going to be the case for much of this season. I think it's going to take a while for Paul Cook to work out what his first 11 is, but I think this one picks itself. So I'm certain the back seven is going to be Hladky in goal, Vincent Young, Enciala, Wolfenden, and Penny at the back. Obviously, no George Edmondson; he's out injured. Lee Evans and Raheem Harper are going to be the base midfield two. Wes Burns is going to be on the right. We know Scott Fraser is starting. He's over an injury. Paul Cook said that this morning, and we know that Joe Pigott looks likely to be the man up front. So I think the only question mark, and there's maybe a couple of question marks on this one, is who the 11th player is in there, and it's whether really it's Connor Chaplin or Armando Dobra. I'd probably say at this stage, I'd edge Chaplin at this point. Despite the fact Dobra has played more for Ipswich in pre-season. But I think there's another little question mark about which way round Chaplin and Fraser necessarily operate, who's going to be in the 10 and who's going to be in the left. But I'm pretty confident in saying that will be Ipswich's starting 11 this weekend.
Okay, that looks a starting 11, a very strong starting 11 on paper, doesn't it, Andy, going into the League One season? I know there's other new faces potentially on the way, but as a core starting 11, that's a good one, isn't it?
Yep, there's some good players in there, some that we know all about. Obviously, the three defenders in there, we know all about them. Vincent Young, it's good to see him back. Hopefully, this is a season where he can finally play a first proper season of football for Ipswich. We've seen good things from almost all of those players in there. We've particularly seen good things from almost all of them at other clubs playing against Ipswich. We know they're good players. There are some question marks in there as well. In terms of some consistency issues from some. Matt Penny's maybe a bit untried. To Enciala and Wolfenden, I don't think that would be Paul Cook's first choice centre-half pairing. Edmondson would be in there. But we've also seen that Enciala and Wolfenden have some really good games for Ipswich. And if this can be one of them, this team is more than capable of getting the team off to a good start for the season.
Lee Evans is going to be captain tomorrow. Is there one player you can pick out as one to watch, Andy? Someone you're looking forward to seeing play tomorrow?
I'm looking forward to seeing how Harper sort of adapts to the competitive stuff. We've seen him in pre-season, and we've seen him some really silky kind of smooth work in midfield there from him. I think Evans is a player that we know what we're going to get from him. So in terms of actually looking forward to see someone in competitive action, it's probably Harper, and I am interested to see the Chaplin Fraser thing, how that's resolved, who plays wide, and just how much they can support Joe Pigott, because we've watched Ipswich for so long toil in attack and not support lone strikers and just look sluggish and slow in the final third. And you look at this team and it should be so much different. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they get off and running against a team at their own level.
Exciting times indeed. The first prediction then of the season, Andy, I'm going to say 2-0 Ipswich Town. I can see it being maybe a slow start this season, but hopefully tomorrow in front of Fortress Portman Road, all those fans cheering them on with a new look side and against a side that are expected to struggle really this season, although obviously they're going to be massively up for this game. I hope, and I'm predicting that Town can start with a fairly comfortable 2-0 win. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'll say the same. I think they'll score. I think they might score an early one in this one. I think maybe we're looking at a goal in each half scenario to take the win. I really do think they're going to get off and running with a win here.
There you go. Perfect way to end it then. So enjoy the game if you're going. Follow it all online with us and in print on Monday. There's a new and improved 12-page verdict post-match pull-out in print on Monday. And obviously Stu, Andy, Ross, they'll all be at the game tomorrow. So follow everything with them online. And we'll speak to you again next week.